Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the greatest watch market update show in the world. That's right. Me and Kino bring you the best watch market update show in the world. Unbelievable, but true. But gentlemen, I got a story to tell you guys this morning. Unbelievable. I got a story to tell you guys. You know, Kino called me early this morning to tell me some news, some sad news. But he's telling me as we're talking, he says, but you're a genius, cuz. You know, you're a genius, cuz. He calls me cuz. You know, I don't know if you guys know that Kino is my cousin, you know, in reality. You know, Kino works for me in my real job. You know, we have a real job, you know. So Kino works with me. And he tells me that you're not going to believe this, cuz, what happened in the Lone Star State. Unbelievable. He tells me, you know those two Jehovah Witness watch dealers that push consignment watches the whole day? And I said, wait, who's that? He says, yeah, you know, those two brothers, you know, those two young brothers. They're two Mormon, you know, Mormon preachers. You know, these are Mormon preachers that push consignment watches the whole day. And I said, but what happened, Kino? Says, you're not going to believe this because you're a genius. You've been saying this all along. You've been saying that do not consign your watches with any of these Muppet Boiler Room secondary grade watch market channels because you're basically giving them away. You're going to lose them. You're going to lose those watches. And he tells me that those two, as he calls them, those two Jehovah Witness watch preachers that push consignment watches the whole day got strong arm robbery in daylight in their office, in their showroom. And they got taken for $500,000 worth of watches. We don't know if those watches were on consignment, but I believe they are because these two young fellas, these two young Jehovah Witness preachers, they push the whole day consignment watches. These two young men even had a little beef, you know, with the gentleman from Florida, you know, the heavy set gentleman with the shave head, you know. They disagree with what he was saying, but I agree with him. I agree with the heavy set shaved man head, you know, that you should not consign your watches. I really do agree with that gentleman with the shaved head, and he's a little bit overweight, just a little bit, you know. But I repeat, I agree with him. You know, when you consign your watches, this is what can happen. These two gentlemen out of the Lone Star State, which are Jehovah Witness watch preachers, they consign watches and push consignment watches the whole day, got taken for $500,000. Gentlemen, don't be dodo birds. Don't be lollipop suckers, and especially don't be window lickers and keep on giving your watches out in consignment. Consignment is a bad idea. You know, this is very serious. You know, I really don't know how accurate this story that Kino has told me about these two Jehovah Witness preachers that push consignment watches the whole day is for real. I don't know how accurate it is, you know, but Kino told me it's for real. This Kino's unbelievable. You know, he's unbelievable. Kino, when he's on point, he's on point. And he says that this is for real, that this happened to these two young men out of the Lone Star State. They got taken for $500,000. And Kino says, he strongly says that they were consignment watches. Unbelievable what this Kino says, you know. You know, I didn't say that. And I didn't call them Jehovah Witness preachers and watch dealers and all that stuff. I didn't call them. It was Kino. Kino calls them... Kino calls them Jehovah Witness watch preachers and consignment pushers. They were taken. Let's hope that none of them got hurt on that strong arm robbery. It's a serious thing. Ladies and gentlemen, really, do not consign your watches with none of these Muppet Boiler Room secondary grade watch market channels. You're going to lose your watches. You're going to get fleeced. Ain't you guys tired of getting fleeced already by these cockroaches? You know, these guys are cockroaches. You know, these guys, come on. We're not saying that what happened to these two Jehovah Witness watch dealers that push consignment the whole day, it's not for real. I'm sure it is for real. I'm sure it is. But this is what can happen when you consign your watches. They can get robbed and you lost your watches. So, you know, let's be smart. Come on, guys. You work too hard to buy these watches, to give them up. And now you got to hope that these two Jehovah Witness watch dealers that push consignment watches have insurance to back up, you know, and have a payment for the ones that lost those watches. Because I believe they're consignment, because these guys just push consignment the whole day. Unbelievable, you know? You know what I'm talking about? You know, these guys are out of that Lone Star State, you know, out of Texas somewhere, you know? Unbelievable. You know, they're two brothers. Unbelievable. Very, very kind gentlemen, you know? Very kind. But I really believe, as Keno calls them, the two Jehovah Witness watch preachers that push consignment watches got taken for $500,000. That's right. So be careful when you're giving your watches up in consignment. It's a very, very dangerous thing. I'm telling you, Keno, when he does his investigations, he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. I'm not saying that this is all accurate. I'm not saying that it's all accurate, but you got to be very, very careful. You got to be very, very careful. It's better for you to sell your watches on your own. And if, you know, if the consignment tells you he can give you $1,000 more, take $1,000 less. You know, you got your money. You got your money and you have your watch. Stop maintaining these grifters, hucksters, you know, lifestyle. These guys are a bunch of hoodwinks, you know. These guys are a bunch of hoodwinks. Don't do it no more. I'm being honest. I'm not saying that these two Jehovah Witness preachers, you know, that push consignment watches didn't get, you know, strong arm robbery. I'm sure they did. But, you know, stop giving up your watches up in consignment. You're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. I know what I'm telling you. You know, it's unbelievable, this Keno. Woke me up this morning to tell me this news. That those two young fellas, you know, those two young Jehovah Witness preachers that push consignment watches got strong arm robbery in their own office in daylight. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, but true. Be careful, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful. I know what I'm telling you. Be careful out there giving up your watches up in consignment. It's a dangerous thing. It really is. You know? Unbelievable. I mean, you do whatever you want with your watches. But remember, this is what can happen to you. What happened to those two Jehovah Witness preachers that push consignment watches the whole day? They got strong arm robbery. Unbelievable, but true. I mean, you do whatever you want. Anyway, you got to thank Keno for this information. I don't take no credit for none of this. Keno's the master. He's the manager. And he's the one that tells me everything. You know, he gives me all the information. He gives me all the material. And I just inform you guys. Be careful. Be careful. Stay with your watches. Don't consign them. Stay with your watches. The watch market is dead. Dead. Unbelievable, but true. The watch market is dead in the backyard, boom, floating face down like this. Unbelievable, but true. Well, anyway, gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed what I had to say this morning. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and like I say every week, take care and brush your hair.
Come on!
Yup, unbelievable, but true.
Come on!
Yup, unbelievable, but true.